my DJ Chamberlain, I see you, boy.
What you just started. Me and my bitch go naughty. Give a fuck about this party. We gon' step on shit regardless. Get my coin and swipe that bitch, and now the spirit to charge. Making moves, being on bitches, I be really march. I got hands for a hoe, I get bands for a show. He want chance after chance after chance, nigga. No, I keep saying free love folk. Do my dance on them folks. If it's up, it's going down. Soon as I land on them folks. I'm crush. Don't follow the rules, I'm broke. No, I stand out, bitch, I'm special. I'm stand up, bitch, like Kevin. You a bum ass bitch, you wet. Don't stall me, bitch, I'm petty. Line in the bitch up, I'm ready. I don't pick and choose, it's up with whoever. All my diamonds served, and all these members served too. Smiling in my nigga, knock out all your 32. CA doors open up for me. Hear the engine roar. Switch to sport. I got somewhere to be, little baby, I'm important. Glock 19, it came with a drum. Yeah, that's my favorite gun. Asked if he my only nigga. I said no, but you my favorite one. Nah, for real. Yeah, rare ass bitch, nigga, I'm one-on-one. You mean? Nah, I can't make you mines, but I can make you come. Freak up in the sheets, in them streets, baby, I'm a thug. I just threw 10,000 something ones in this fucking club. I'm popping this so hard, cause I ain't used to shit. These niggas ain't got no type, they want a stupid bitch.
No sir, 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 no sir. No Maybach, but I ain't got a chauffeur. I'm in it for the bread, put you in a toaster.
Hey girl, hey, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I did a get ready with me story time about me getting flued out. I know it's flown out, but I want to say flued out. Okay, someone that I met actually on an international trip, and he flew me out to his city, and I had a good time. And I talked about it, and it's a little different. This video is a little different. It's like one of those teeth-sipping stories, but I just want to tell y'all, those that care. But before you get into this video, please make sure that you like, subscribe, make sure that you also hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out any of my new videos. But what are you doing? Join a tip tribe. You don't want to miss this, okay? You don't want to miss this. So anyway, so if you could please make sure you do that. Stay tuned. I did my hair a little bit in the video, and I'm still gonna do a little bit more, but I gotta go. And so yeah, anyway, watch this video, get into the story time. I do have more coming, and thank you. I'm just gonna play in some makeup. I'm actually getting ready to go have dinner with my baby, and well, I'm about to take her out to eat. She ain't got no money. Should get ready to go to the DR. I'm going to Punta Cana in a couple of weeks. The theme is orange. One of the colors we're gonna wear is orange. I think for the boat party, we're wearing orange. So I want to be cute. Okay, so I want to practice now. Why not? Picked up some of my palettes here. The Zulu and the Spectrum Perfusion that I use is my big one, the big girl Revolution makeup. I want you to pull up because I got something to tell y'all. All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's talk about me being put out. Let me start off by telling y'all how we met. So last year, I took a leap of faith and took a solo trip. It wasn't really a solo trip. It was with a group, but I was by myself. Like, I knew one person that was going, and when I booked the trip, I didn't even know he was going. But that was the only person I knew before I got there, and that was in Jamaica. So I get to Jamaica, I get my bags, and I find my little table because they told us, we had to go. We had a table to go look for, and so that we can get transportation to the resort. So I'm standing behind this guy. He got his Omega Sci-Fi stuff on, and he actually was on the plane with me too. But you see one Omega, you see them all, right? We ended up getting on the same bus. I didn't know if he was with our I didn't know if he was with our group or not. I knew that we was at the same resort, but I didn't know if he was with the group. So we get on the bus, and there's a lot of us on the bus. And so him and like some other people out of the group were already on the bus. They talking, whatever, and because they all know each other. And so I get on there, I was like, "Can I sit right here?" And we gonna give him a nickname. We're gonna call him Swift. And Swift was like, you can sit anywhere you want to sit. You can sit anywhere you want to sit. So I was like, so I sat down or whatever. So needless to say, long story short, like that was just kind of all it was, right? Well, that night we had a welcome reception, and on my way there, I ran into him or whatever, and it was nothing. It was really nothing. Right? Friday, a boat party, and we and that was it pretty much. I don't even think I seen him on that Friday. I really don't think I seen him on that Friday. Saturday, we had a phone party, and he was out there with his shirt off. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, he's sexy. Ooh, he's sexy. He got abs. He chocolate. He real sexy. He can make his chest muscles go up and down. I ran into him at the party. That's whenever the phone party. That's whenever we we was like really got acquainted, like got each other's name and all that, kind of talking about like our kids and life and all that or whatever. We just sitting by the pool, just talking. He a Virgo, I'm a Virgo, and but the thing is, he's older than me, which that's my type. That's my type. And so he's retired. He's retired and all of that. I'm not gonna give too much detail about him because that's all y'all need to know. He live in North Carolina. And I was like, I've never been. I was like, I want to come out there. He was like, you should come. You'll like it. Blah blah blah. We getting to know each other. Things is going pretty cool. That was the Saturday night. We was leaving that Sunday. So that Saturday night, that's when everybody had dinner reservations for like the restaurants that you had to have reservations for. He was like, I have dinner reservations tonight at the Italian spot. You want to, would you like to join me? He was like, I got it for two. Didn't even know who I was going to take with me, but, I'm been enjoying getting to know you. Would you like to go with me? I was like, yeah, sure, So long story short, we ended up going to dinner. We went to the Italian place, but it wasn't our thing, but we ended up going to dinner. While we was at dinner, we got acquainted and, got to know each other a little bit more. And we found out we was living, our rooms was on the same floor. So he was like, I got a jacuzzi. I didn't have a jacuzzi because I ain't need all that. But he was like, I got a jacuzzi, He was like, and I got this, like, some kind of bubbles. Like, it's supposed to be some kind of bubbles to relax you or something. You should come down and, hop in the jacuzzi with me or whatever. I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm in Jamaica. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. I'm not liking these. I think ain't feeling it. Hold on. Did I tell y'all I'm not a makeup artist? Girl. What we finna do? Okay. We finna fix it. I don't know, y'all. Look. That's it. You see why I practiced it? You see why I practiced it? Because, girl, I wasn't finna get over there and look up a whole mess. Alright, y'all. We on the right track now. We on the right track. I go down to his room and we had a good time. We had a really good time. We had good conversations and I was intrigued. He was intrigued. And we exchanged numbers. And we was like, I hope, this ain't the last time we see each other, whatever. And, he was like, me too. I hope so too, or whatever. We leave the next day. We did talk a little bit here and there after I left. And, our birthday's in September. We went on a trip in March. He tried to take me on a cruise for my birthday, but it was like 5 days. I'm like, and it was like during school and work, and I had just started my job. I was like, I can't do that. He would try to take me to. So I don't know how the conversation came about, but he was like, I've been trying to get you to come out here for a long time, but you gonna come or whatever. He was like, I keep offering to fly you out here, but you keep, you just won't come or whatever. I was like, it ain't, I won't come. It was like, it's just that I can't. I was like, I got a lot going on. I was like, and I got my child I gotta, take care of or whatever. And, most of my family and my support is not in my state. Like I have help. I have family here, but I don't know. I just felt like, I ain't gonna lie, I guess maybe he just wasn't worth the sacrifice, you know what I mean? This year come around, it was like earlier this year, and I told him, I was like, I still want to get flown out. I really do, because I know he think I was playing around, but I was for real. I was like, I really want to get flown out. And he was, so he started throwing out dates. And every day I had, so like the first day he was like, it was in June. It was during my trip that I'm about to take. I was like, I'm going to be going to Punta Cana that weekend. And then he brought up a weekend in April. And I was like, I really can't do it. I couldn't make it that for April because of another reason or whatever. I couldn't, or I didn't want to, is because it was somebody's birthday weekend. But that person pissed me off. So when he pissed me off, I hit him up. I was like, hey, I hit Swift up. I was like, hey, are you still available the weekend of April 25th? And then he was like, I got something planned, but I think they could cancel it. So I put the message up. He was like, what dates or whatever. And I put the messages up. But I think he was like, what dates? And I told him, and because I was like, I can only come for a weekend. Because again, keep in mind, my baby in school, and I don't play that. Like, I'm not going to take my baby out of school. I ain't going to say I'm not, because you know. But if I can help it, I don't want to take her out of school so I can go and have a trip and take a trip. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. Not saying I won't, but and not saying it's anything wrong with it. The people that do, but it's just not me. It's just not me. And he was like, okay. He said I'll try to get the tickets on Tuesday. So Monday rolled around, Tuesday rolled around. I don't hear from him. Wednesday rolled around. And then I think he's like, hey, how are you, or whatever. And he was like, so I was good. Asked him how he was doing. He said he just had a death in the family and all of that. And then he sent me the confirmation to the tickets, y'all. Doing too much. Girl, she doing too much. Oh my God, he really is about to fly me out here, y'all. I really wasn't expecting it. I was really talking. I was seriously joking. And so when he did, I was like, okay, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's sitting for me. I really gotta go. I fast forward to that weekend. I get my babysitting arranged. got all that situated. But before I got there, I had texted him like a week or two before, and I was like, hey, I'm excited about coming. I'm trying to think, what should I wear, whatever, because he never told me what he was gonna do, and I kind of liked it, like, surprise me, like, put some effort into something, especially if I'm coming to your city, like, show up, So he texted me. He was like, he told me I'm gonna put the text message up there. He was like, bring a Western outfit for a Saturday night, gym clothes for walking or something, and then some. I'll put it up there. I'll put the text message up there. I scratched out one thing because y'all don't even know about that one thing he ate. But anyway, like, Charlotte has a lot to offer. Just come with open mind. You're going to have a good time. I promise you. Da 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 da. I was like, okay, so I'm not going to ask no more questions. I'm just going to get there and just try to enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? I get there. And, everything cool. Everything cool. The thing is that y'all, it's been a year since I've seen him. And so, I didn't know he was that short, y'all. I don't remember him being that short. Don't tell him I said. I hope he don't see me. But he's short, y'all. I don't remember him being that short. But I also don't remember him being tall either, so I should have been that damn surprised. But anyway. So he picked me up from the airport, everything cool. So I was like, what we doing first, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm all excited. He was like, I hate to do you like this. He was like, wait, I gotta go to the chiropractor or whatever. I said, that's fine, you know what I'm saying? I said, I need to go too. Y'all gotta join out here, He was like, yep, we do. And I said, I wanna go. He said, I'll take you or whatever. And so he goes to the chiropractor, but on the way, he asked a magic question. Y'all, what's the magic question? I'm wondering. He said, you hungry? Eve. I said, He was like, so he was trying to figure out like what restaurants did we have what restaurants did they have that we didn't have. And so he was like, do y'all have a cookout? I was like, no. I was like, but I've seen some pictures and it wasn't all that appealing to me. And plus I'm not really into beef. I'm trying to stay away from beef and red meat and whatever. And I really don't even know what they got, to be honest with you. But I was like, what about Bojangles? Because I always heard, like, it was popular out there and all that, whatever. I think we got a couple here in Dallas or somewhere up north somewhere. But I just heard that you had to try it over there. He said, you never had Bojangles? I said, nope. He's like, I'll find one on the way to the chiropractor or whatever. So, of course, he started out spoiling me from the gate. Like, which one you want? You want to go to the one that's over here or the one that's up downtown? I don't care. He was like, the downtown will probably be better and blah, 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 blah. So, anyway, we get the food. I'll post some clips because he went inside. We got the food from Bojangles, and I had got like a 3-piece swing, and he got some chicken strips, and we go to the chiropractor office, and then we leave, and he try to find me a place to go. So he found a place upstairs or like next door to a Publix. He's like, hey, is it a Publix? I was like, no. He's like, I'm going to take you in there too. Oh, then he's like, because I need to get your wine, because he never got my wine. I was like, okay. So we going to the joint, but girl, she told me it was a 45-minute wait. I just got off a plane. I'm not about to wait no 45 minutes. Don't worry, baby. I'll be back tomorrow. So he was like, let's go and Publix. Let's grab a box of chicken. He was like, that way, if we get hungry later or whatever, we can just throw some in the air fryer and blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, cool. He said, you don't like the chicken. I said, okay. So we go in the Publix, we go get my wine, we get a box of chicken. We get a box of chicken and we head on to his house. We head to his house and it's nice. It's nice. I ain't gonna tell, like I said, I'm gonna give I'm not gonna give a lot of details because I don't need y'all to go try to find him. But me and my little YouTube channel, I don't need y'all to go find him and all that or whatever. But I will say it did have more than 4 bedrooms and more than 3 bathrooms. Because it was a nice size home. So we get to his house and I walk in. It's very clean, of course. You know, it's super clean. He got like 2 dining areas. He got a den in the living room. Like it was tea. It was tea. He was like, give me a second. He's like, I'm gonna put your stuff up. He was like, and I'll give you a tour. I was like, okay. So he ran upstairs, took my stuff in his room or whatever, and he started showing me around. Ended up outside. We stood outside and just sitting there talking, and we was sipping, you know, pre-gaming before we go out or whatever, and catching up. I said, you know how to do boots on the ground? Because I knew he knew how to do it. He was like, yep. He was like, you want me to teach you? I was like, yep. He got up and taught me boots on the ground, y'all. So now I'm ready to go out because at first I got tired of hearing the song because I ain't know the dance and I didn't feel like learning or teaching myself. So now I'm like, I'm ready now, you know what I'm saying? Because when they play the song, now I'm be ready. I go inside, I go get dressed, and I got in the shower. And while I was in the shower, he popped some chicken in the air fryer because, you know, we been sipping and all that whatever. So when I got out, I ate, and he got in the shower and then got dressed. While he was getting dressed, I did my makeup. And whenever we was getting ready to get out of the shower, he was like, you know, I did my makeup or whatever. He was like, you are absolutely beautiful. I was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, he was so sweet. He really was. I was like, thank you. He's like, you're welcome. And yeah, he done turned in one of the rooms into his whole closet. It was funny because when he was showing me around, he had like 3 robes and like 2 pair of shoes in his closet. I was like, where your stuff? And he was like, I can't remember what he said, but long story short, so he went into his little closet or whatever. And so I still was getting dressed a little bit when he got done, and he had made us some drinks. He made us some drinks for the ride. And we go to the place there. I don't even remember the name of the place, but I'll post some clips here. It was a nice little vibe. It was cool. We just we sat down at the table. We did order food there. I ordered something. I don't remember what he ordered. We got more food. We got more drinks. They played really good music. It was like a mixed crowd. It was like young people, old people. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. He was like, I want to show you, you know, he was just showing me around. Like, we were just chilling. Like, it was no pressure. Like, it was just us just enjoying each other. So he showed me like the music part. I said, is this where we going tomorrow? He's like, nice. I'm going to show you something else. He said, we're going to activate. I was like, okay. He's like, how far are we from South Carolina? And I can't remember what he told me, but he was like, you know what? He was like, we're not that far. He was like, I'm going to take you across South Carolina lines, so you can say you went to South Carolina too. I was like, oh, thank you. We ended up going back to his spot. We ended up going back to his house. That's pretty much it. It was a cool night. We put the food up and, you know, and whatever. So the next morning, I was like, please tell me you take me to the chiropractor because, like, my back was really hurting. And he was like, yeah. He was like, I got you. He was like, I'll find a close one and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. So I get up. And then he got up and he cooked us breakfast. He has like a day room. It's sitting in the back of his house, and it's like all windows. So nice. It goes out to the back of his house or whatever. And so he made us some mimosas and cooked us breakfast or whatever. So we sat out there, listened to birds chirp. Well, we had music playing, but listen to birds chirp too. And we sat up there, ate, talked. I look a mess, don't I, girl? Why does it like this? Go upstairs, get dressed. He got dressed, and I asked him. I was like, you know, what are we gonna But I was trying not to ask so many questions, right? Are we going, I said, what are we going to do? You know, are you just going to take me to the chiropractor? Or are we going to do something else? He was like, oh yeah, we're going to do some things, you know. I didn't know what some things was, and I didn't know what to wear, but I had went ahead and just put on my little gym clothes and leisure wear or whatever, because I just want to be comfortable because I was about to go to the chiropractor. He was like, I want to show you this mall. He's like, it's like a real big mall that we got out here or whatever. And so, needless to say, anyway, he took me to the mall. We went shopping. I got stuff for my daughter. I got like some shirts for her, and I got some slides for me for my trip that's coming up. And it wasn't a lot because I had to fly back home. You know what I'm saying? So, but while we in the mall, y'all, he on this phone the whole time. You know, I wasn't tripping because, girl, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, I ain't that girl, especially with us. Like, it ain't even like that right now. You know what I'm saying? So when we left the store, one of the stores, he was like, okay, we gotta go. He said we gotta be somewhere by 3:30. I was like, okay. I was like, what we doing? He was like, you'll see when we get there. I said, what we doing? You know, because I want to know. But he was like, you'll see. I was like, okay, let me just chill. You know, of course, you know, a lot of questions going through my mind. I'm like 3:30. I'm like, are we meeting somebody? Like, what's going on? And so, but actually, when we left there, because, you know, we had breakfast or brunch or whatever you want to call it, around, I don't know what time we had it, but it was time to eat again. Sis was getting hungry again. So when we left, he was like, but do you want to eat before we go? I was like, yeah, you know, of course. Who ain't, you know, I ain't trying to get no food. Doing it like I missed a meal, ever. Because I have it. We grabbed some food, like a fast food. He was like, oh, we might be running kind of late. He was like, because I think by this time it's like 3:10. He was like, he said this place is like 30 minutes away or whatever. And I'm like, I really want to know what we about to do. So, needless to say, we ended up pulling up to the place, and it was actually this place called Activate. So that's what he said the other night. So we're going to activate. I didn't know what that meant, but now I know. Now I know. So, we get there, y'all. This place was so much fun. It was kind of like, we got a couple of here in the DFW area. I gotta go. I need to find me some active friends, because it is active. Like, you're gonna be moving around, but it's so much fun. It's like Squid Games without getting. That's what it's like. And it's fun. It is a lot of fun. It's different, you know. And I was like, I like this. Thank you, you know what I'm saying, for bringing me to this or whatever. And he was like, yeah, no problem. And, you know, it was a good time. I wouldn't expect it for us to be gone all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wasn't. But we was gone, and I liked that. I liked the spontaneity. You know what I'm saying? I like the, you know, I don't know, like the suspense of it or whatever. So we leave there. We made a couple more stops, and then we end up going back to his place. And then we get to his place. I hop in the shower as soon as I get there. Girl, because we was running around and Activate. I was sweaty, and I didn't like the way I was feeling. So he was like, so I get out the shower, because he got two bathrooms. I made the other bathroom my bathroom. Not the bathroom, in his room. So I got out the shower. I get out the shower. I'm about to go in his room. He's standing there with a whole jumpsuit on. I was like, what are you doing? He was talking about the motor yard. I said, you about the motor yard? It was like 5, 6 o'clock, I think. I said, what's the motor yard? He was like, yeah. I said, how long is it going to take? He said, I don't know. You know, it ain't going to take me long. You know, I'm just going to do it real quick. I'm like, we about to, like, pregame to go out tonight. Like, what are you doing? You know, we supposed to be going to dinner and all that, whatever. So while he mowed the yard, you know what I mean? Put me some chicken in the air fryer. I put me some chicken in the air fryer, because who worked up an appetite was me, you know, especially Activate. So I put some chicken in the air fryer while he mowed the yard, and then, you know, I pulled up, and I think I had on just like some like lounge around clothes. I didn't have on my clothes for the night or whatever, because I didn't know. Because let me tell y'all about this Western thing. Because I was like, I thought that maybe he said Western, bring something Western, because like maybe we was going to like a themed party or something. But he wanted to wear, girl, I guess he really is from North Carolina, this country, because He was like, no, I just thought it'd be cool if we were like resting to dinner. I was like, girl. I didn't say girl, but I said girl to y'all. Like, girl, I wish that ain't my style, you know. But anyway, I thought it was cute that he actually thought about it. But so, because I told him when I got there, so I don't have no Western. I said, I have some flannel, but that's pretty much it. He's like, that's fine. You know, we could just wear some, you know, regular whatever. So he told me we supposed to go to this Cajun place. And I told him whenever I got there, I was like, listen, I said, I take a long time to get dressed. I was like, so you need to tell me in advance for me to at least have like 2 hours, you know what I'm saying, to get dressed. So he was like, okay, I got you, da da da. So he finally get done, morning grass, he can get done, and I want to say it was like 6 or 6:30. It was like 6:30 or something, maybe. Or I think it was actually about 7. Now, while he mowing the yard, I done ate, I done pulled me up a glass of wine, and then now I done took me a nap on the door stop. So he come in and get in the shower. When he came in from the yard and got in the shower, I went ahead and got up and you know, start moving around or whatever. At least try to find out what I'm gonna wear that night. And so he ended up calling me from the bathroom, and he was like, "Hey," because I heard him on the phone. But he was asking like what time was they last seating and all that whatever, and it was like it was 7 o'clock. He was like, "Can you be ready in 30 minutes?" No, I think he said, what did he say, girl? He was like, "Can you be ready at 8:30?" No, it wasn't that. It was like it was something crazy. I want to say, I don't even remember what time it was, y'all. I think it was okay. Oh, you know what? Let me see. So he was like, "Can you be ready by?" It was 7 o'clock. He asked me, "Could I be ready by?" I'm gonna leave this up for a little minute because I'm hot and I've been sweating. We get to the hibachi place, and everything was cool. Everything was cool. It was actually just me, him, and another couple that was there at our table. It wasn't even a lot of people. And the food was good. We had a good time. He wanted to leave there and go back home. He was like, because he wanted to air out his clothes. He was like, I've been sitting over here in this smoke. He was like, I need to air out my clothes or whatever. And so, and then he was like, plus, you know, I want us to pregame some more and drink, you know, kick it or whatever. And it was still early because I want to say it was like 9-10 o'clock maybe. So we go back to his house. He threw his clothes in the dryer. To air them out, and we drank some more. And then I changed shoes because I was gonna be uncomfortable. And then he's short. I didn't want to go in there with the heels on, so I didn't go in there with the heels on. So this place, I don't even remember the name of it, but it was cool. It was the old crowd, which I don't mind. Y'all know I don't mind it at all. But the music, girl. The music. Baby. I ain't like the music. They play Vibrant Thing, y'all. Out of all songs. So they play songs in the like of Vibrant Thing. We ended up leaving. You know, I think we stayed till like it almost closed. We stayed till like it almost closed, and going back to his house. Got in the shower. I can't remember if he got in the shower or not. He's 6 years, y'all. He had his silk pajamas with his shirt open. I was like, how you get them abs? I can't remember what he told me, but I was like, anyway, so y'all know what we did. We did karaoke verses. Basically, like, we went back and forth about songs until 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning, we was going back and forth. I let him win with Nobody by Keith Sweat. I was like, I don't know if I can top that one. Nobody by Keith Sweat. I couldn't top that one. And so we ended up finally going to bed or whatever. And at that time, I was like, I'm having fun. Like, I'm actually enjoying you or whatever. So the next morning, we get up. I get in the shower. He hopped in the shower. he started cleaning up. I started packing my stuff. And then whenever he went down and like redid, because we had leftovers from the hibachi, so he like reheat the hibachi food and my wings from Friday night. I guess he like, girl, you go eat this, because he didn't like, I had got some teriyaki wings, he didn't like it. He was cleaning up and then ate, and then I started getting sad. I was like, I'm getting sad. He was like, why? I was like, because I had a good time. I was like, I had a good time. I was like, are you gonna miss me? And he was like, yep. I said, you gonna cry? He was like, yep. I said, well, whatever, you ain't gonna cry. So that was pretty much the trip, y'all. I had a good time. He said he would have me back, so I hope he will. I asked him when can I come back. He said whenever I want. So I don't know. He's gonna be coming here, I think next month or in July, so I get to see him then, and then maybe I'll try to go out there before my baby go back to school. But I had a good time. Oh, if you see this, Swift, I enjoyed you. And I'm looking forward to the next trip. Alright, so my next video, y'all, I'm gonna actually do my Delta video that I said I was gonna do that I haven't done yet. Okay, I'm gonna do her. Okay. I might do it after I get done with this. I don't know. Or when I get back home if I feel like it. I don't know. But anyway, so that's it, y'all. Before you leave, please make sure that you like this video, subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Also like and comment, please help me get up in the algorithm. Oh, we hit 100 subscribers. Hey, we hit 100 subscribers. Thank y'all, y'all my day ones. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. But I do got a poll. I got a bone to pick with some of y'all. So I was looking at the analytics. It's like maybe 60 to 70% of y'all that watch me are not subscribed. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why haven't you joined the Tip Tribe? What's going on? You don't want to miss this, okay? So to my day ones, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for everything. All right, so let's get out of here. It is now 8:09, 8:10. I need to go. I'm about to take my baby out to eat. We want to go to Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna give me a if I remember, I'm gonna put some pictures or a little clip, but I'm gonna get me a Impossible Burger and a salad, and I'm gonna get her whatever she wanna get, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna paint and watch The Shy. I'm just not watching it, y'all. Don't judge me. I know I'm behind it. I'm gonna come back and watch The Shy and paint and sip and enjoy the rest of my weekend, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please come back, and until next time, I holla.